It's plant mail again. Well, this plant has actually been on my wish list for quite some time. However, this was an impulse buy of note. This baby came from PlanTae, so thank you, Tinnis, for sharing a beautiful picture of one of them on a WhatsApp group, which I then saw in a sad mood and promptly ordered. I didn't think that this plant would be in my price range, this year at all. Yet here we are. So I'm very, very excited to open this up. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put this little microphone. Perhaps I shall affix it to the edge of the candle. I shall place it there. Okay, now we get to this. What would you do for a PlanTae box? A lot. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I can see him. Okay, give. Thank you, Mr. Box. You have done your job. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. I had to touch it. Oh, that's amazing. This is insane. As you can see here, we have Anthurium clidemioides. Incredible. Oh, I can see the roots. Oh, they look so small and gentle and delicate compared to what I'm used to when it comes to Anthurium. Oh, this plant is in pon. That is not what I was expecting. Is it fully in pon? Oh, oh boy. You might not enjoy the transition to soil, but sir, I cannot keep you in pon. You shall perish in my care if you stay in pon. The texture is insane. Violate is probably the wrong term. This is pebbled as hell. It is so beautiful. Okay, well, I'm at a little bit of a loss for words because this is just way beyond my expectation. Oh my goodness. I actually thought the leaf would be a little bit more delicate than this. Not to say it's not delicate, but it is, this can take a handling. Quite a firm leaf. Oh, it is stunning. Anthurium clidemioides was first described by one Paul Stanley in 1940. So that was quite a long time ago. It was described from a collection I was taken from, and please, please, I am just a silly little English girl, so excuse my pronunciation. But the collection was taken from Villa Quesada, or Villa Quesada, from the Alajuela province of Costa Rica. I can actually recommend a brilliant little article from Jay Benini, and it's called Raising a Little Stink. You can head over to Exotica Esoterica. I will leave a link to this article in the description of the video. And funnily enough, it is called Raising a Little Stink because within it, Jay describes that the inflorescence of this little guy has a faint scent of carrion if you get close enough for quite a little while with its life cycle. So that is interesting. I've never heard of an Anthurium inflow that smells like carrion. I would say that I'm excited to smell it, but I don't really know if I am. But I am excited to watch this grow. The growth point was cut off at the end, and before you think anything bad of PlanTae, I knew that. He told me. So I knew that going in, and it has 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't think that node is gonna. No. Anyway, it's got 3 nodes that it could possibly push new growth from. Ah, wow, it's so amazing. These guys are special in the fact that they are, scandent. So they're vining Anthurium. Oh my word, I just can't stop staring at it. I can't even give you information because my brain is it's not computing right now because this is just so beautiful. Okay, and maybe you've been wondering what this is. This is where we're gonna put him. First we have to get him out of the pond, but I shall be right back because I need to rid this little part of the pond, give his roots a little rinsey poo, then I shall be right back. I highly doubt there will be anything wrong with the roots because I can literally see them coming out the bottom of the pot. Oh, look, there's cocoa in the bottom. Okay, good. Good. Okay, there's cocoa chunks in the bottom of this. It's not just pon. Oh, look, people have amazing success growing Anthurium and pon. I am not one of those people. The roots are a little bit thinner and more delicate than what I'm used to with Anthurium, but oh my gosh, it's not so beautiful. Anyway, I've got to put this guy up now. Time to go into a new house, sir. Okay. The cradle? Oh boy, sometimes it's difficult to use the cradle. Well, not difficult to use, but difficult to get the plant onto the cradle. And I still have to reinforce this one because this one is extra length because I don't want to repot in like quite a while. So I have to kind of hot glue something along the back end of this guy to stabilize because I think he's going to be quite top heavy. And we don't want or need that. Okay. Moving on. I need to do the lacquer drainage layer, which I have beside me. So I'm just going to take fistfuls of lacquer and punt it into the pot. Professional. I've just now realized as I sit here and breathe, I don't have string with me to attach my new baby to the bowl. Wait, I can't put too much lacquer in because the drainage layer is going to be very lightweight and this thing needs to like weigh down the entire top piece. Oh, the cradle gives and the cradle taketh away. I need string, I'll be right back. Pair of scissors and string has been attained. There we go. Okay, now here comes the scary part. Wait, let me first attach the plant. No, let me do the scary part. The scary part is tipping this the right way up and making sure that none of this just falls into the pot. We want the lacquer to fall, but not that. Oh, it's a bit of it is coming out. Okay, we've passed the test. We've passed the test. Oh, I should have fixed the plant. You see, I should have fixed the plant. I hope you enjoyed that forbidden Cocoa Pops ASMR. Alright, so you are now in your new home, where you shall hopefully be incredibly happy. So, please, I need to request that all limbs remain inside of the vehicle. There we go. Oh my word, this plant is so pretty! Just want to... Anyway. Okay, that's where you're going to be. That is no, lower. Yeah. I'm sorry, son, you're barely in there, but I want space for you to grow, you know? And what's nice about using the milk bottles is that they have these little ridges in them. So the string kind of fits in there nicely, all snug. So sorry, sir. Please, I am a professional. You can't actually trust me. It's just, I make terrible first impressions. There we go. Now we cooking with sauce. It's cooking with gas. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, plant secured. Now substrate time. I have substrate bucket over here. Oh, this feels a bit harsh to drop this upon these little roots, but I will try to be gentle. I've really got to stuff it full so that the top of the cradle meets the substrate inside of the cradle, you know. Okay, there's a little piece of perlite on the table. Oh, look at this table. I actually did pretty well. Not amazing. Here he is. Oh my word, it's standing! Guys, it is standing. I was so worried it was just going to, you know, yeet. But now we must water it. So let us place it upon its buttocks. I call this the PlanTae. This is the idea. Okay, so we're just going to give him a little watering here. I'm definitely watering the bottom of the cradle first because I can only imagine if I watered this top bit first that it would simply peace out Something I like to do with the cradle is to leave a little gappy over here, because sometimes I have little art lining bottles that are empty with like a little nipple thing at the end, and I put them upside down in here. And leaving a gap means that I have something to like rest it against, so I can just set it and forget it. But also, it kind of, it's nice to have these little nose bottles. I don't know what it's called. I call it a nose bottle. And then you can just spray like the backboard. That's how I water these. I spray the backboard and it just runs down. And that's how I manually water them. But otherwise, I just put bottle up here, upside down, and it drip waters them really slowly. And I refill the bottles like once a day. In summer, much less in winter, obviously. And that is that. This guy likes a bit of higher humidity than normal. So he's going to do quarantine in a sideways prop box. And then once he's out of quarantine, and by the way, everything goes into quarantine. Me putting a plant in quarantine doesn't mean anything about the person that's holding the plant. I am simply a paranoid human being, and if you've ever dealt with spider mice that have become chemically resistant because of somebody else coming into your collection, you would be paranoid too. So it's better safe than sorry, that's all I can say. So once he's done with quarantine, I have a repurposed reptile tank that he shall be living in. And it's very nice and bright there, and hopefully he'll stick out some adventitious roots soon and climb up the cradle, straight up the pole. Stick some water up the drainage holes in the back kind of allow me to water from behind as well. There we go. So I'm cautiously excited to see if this guy one day is going to flower, and if said inflorescence is going to smell like a corpse. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch, and I'm very hopeful that he pushes a new growth point soon. Hopefully the moss pole, substrate pole with moss in front, encourages him, and he's going to feel super comfortable, and then he's going to make a new growth point for me. I am still going to secure something to the back because, a little bit wobbly, isn't it? A little bit wobbly. But actually, I was worried about the structural integrity of this, and it has worked. It's worked pretty well. I won't lie, I'm very impressed. So thank you for watching. I'm incredibly excited to grow this baby. It's freaking cute. Cannot stress that enough. Look at it. Look at him. What a distinguished gentleman. Please do hit the fire button if you wish to have another little update about this guy. Do let me know. But that is me over and out for this video. I'm going to go stare at this plant now.